Hey, Brandon Burg with Burg Law. We're getting a bunch of questions from clients and friends about community association damages, storm damages, insurance claims. A lot of them are the same questions over and over again. And so, in order to try to help and add some value to our folks, we decided that we're going to try to get that message out. We talked about doing it as a lunch or a gathering, but we're also busy with kind of dealing with our damages that we thought the best way to get that message out was to have a series of videos. And so the first thing I'm going to tell you guys as far as helping your association and helping your owners is constant communication. The most successful associations that I've seen handling this storm are getting out messages on a very regular basis through email or Facebook, talking about the process of the building, what's going on with the remediation, what contractors are in place, what vendors have been hired. I almost say quantity over quality. I don't want to say put out bad content, but your owners want to see that as a board, you have a grasp for what's going on and that you've taken control and that something's being done. So many of your owners are out of state. This stuff's fallen off the news. They don't know what's going on. And so I highly encourage you guys to have regular communication with your owners. On top of that, if you haven't had a board meeting by now to discuss this, you really should. You should encourage owners to attend. It's kind of confusing on maintenance responsibilities in a storm. The maintenance responsibilities in a storm are unique to the Condominium Act. Your association documents kind of go out the window. And so explaining what the association is going to do versus what the owner's required to do and who's going to pay for what will go an awful long way down the road to making your community run better. And also, I've told my board so many times over and over again, you got to ask the right questions to the right people. And so that's why I've asked Ray Altieri to join me. I'm trying to follow my own advice. Ray is with Altieri Transco. He's down here adjusting several claims. He's done this all over the country. Handling high loss claims, and so I've asked Ray to join me today and talk a little bit about the insurance claim process. So thanks, Ray. Ray, could you talk a little bit about, so we're filming this on November 6th, 4 weeks off the storm. Can you talk to us a little bit about what the association should have done to this date or where they should kind of be in the storm remediation process?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me. And I would say by now, I'm sure everyone has reported their claim. You're going to want to report your claim, obviously, and you're going to want to interview your restoration companies. I know it's got to be a quick interview process because you have to mitigate, but get an understanding of the capabilities of that company. A lot of people come in from all over the country trying to get work, and you want to make sure that they have the manpower, they have the right equipment, and they have the ability to take on the massive project that they're interviewing for. But what the number one pressing thing would be to stabilize the environment inside of the building. So an example of that would be drying in the roof system, making sure that water's not coming in when it rains a couple days out. It would be boarding up broken windows and boarding up sliders that are blown in or have the potential to leak. It would be understanding and identifying where moisture is in your building. Getting an understanding of your cooling towers or your elevator systems, and then ultimately drying out that property. The bill for any service is going to come off of your limit of insurance, so you're going to want to understand feasibility of actions that are going to go on. You also want to understand the costs associated with that because your limit of insurance is your limit of insurance, and that's what you have to work with. Mm-hmm. But it's important to mitigate, and that would be the most pressing moments.
Okay, so we've filed your claim, get the building mitigated, basically stop it from getting worse.
Right, and then once that's under control, then a massive documentation effort should go on in understanding the true damages of the building and capturing those to present to the insurance company.
Okay, and then one of the ways you want to make sure you're getting the best deal out of a remediation company, but when your building is wet and leaking, you're not in a great bargaining position. So your recommendation is try to go with a national known company who has a reputation for doing this.
I would work with your agent, and reach out to other property professionals in the area. Myself, we've worked with many different large companies, so I would be able to always bring people to the table as any reputable public adjuster would be able to do. But your agent most likely would have had worked with somebody, but just having somebody with some drying equipment that's just riding in from another state or just from somewhere else, just understand who they are and what their capabilities are.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll piggyback on that. There are some really good local, national franchises, companies
Sure.
that are involved with CAI, by all means, if you need help with a remediation company, I hope you're further along in that process to
Yeah.
this date, but if you're not, let one of us know. We'll be happy to help you out.